Are you having anxieties about navigating the large campus once things get back to normal? No worries. Coming up, we'll be taking you on an adventure through the YU jungle. So let's buckle up and let's go. Hey Lions! Welcome back to another very special episode of York 101 News. I'm your host Fiona, and today I'm reporting to you from our beautiful campus here at York University. Now, yes, we're all aware of the online situation for this year and having to navigate the wilderness that is Moodle. But we did want to take you on a tour of York University so that inevitably when we do come back, you have an idea of where to go and how to get there. But before we get into it, don't forget to follow @StudentLifeYU on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, along with hitting the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for more videos like this when they come out. First off, we'll be starting at the big symbol here at York University, Berry Hall. This is also known to be the center of the university. You'll find our student engagement team here who will be answering any questions that you may have. You can come by for directions for classes, how to get involved, locate campus resources, and you'll also be able to attend lectures and tutorials here. Often we also have clubs tabling around here that you can connect with and learn about what they do. And just outside past the water fountain, we have the York U. This is a great space when things are nice out. You can lounge about and get some studying done, or even have some lunch with friends. You can choose how you make the most of this amazing space. And fun fact, the movie Downsizing starring Matt Damon was shot here. Up next, let's head to the closest building next to Berry Hall, the Ross Building, and some actually like to call it Central Square. I'll be passing it off to Sebastian and Paulo, who will be showing you around. Take it away, boys.
Thanks, Fiona. I'm reporting from the south side of the Ross Building.
And I'm here reporting in from the east side of the Ross Building.
That's right. There are multiple entrances to the Ross Building. One from the north, from Berry Hall, one from the south, one from the east, and one from the west. At Ross, you can find the Writing Center, where you're going to have support with workshops and guided writing. You'll see a wellness hub with resources for mental health and physical services, a lost and found, and more. Clubs also table in the Ross Building, where you'll be able to connect with them. And fun fact, Ross is named after Murray Ross, York's first ever president. Now, let's head to the surroundings of Scott Library, right next to Ross.
So you might be asking, how many libraries does York have? 7. We have 7. But this one's my favorite. This is Scott Library, or at least the outside of Scott Library. What makes Scott so special is its quiet study spaces and conversation-friendly workspaces. At Scott, you can study and collaborate with peers or choose to go to a quiet space for better concentration. You can also reserve rooms for studying. And if that wasn't enough, it gets better. There's 24/7 IT support when it comes to Passport York, Moodle, and the Wi-Fi, as well as many other things. The library will be open 24/5 when the university opens up back to regular hours. And here's a fun fact for you. There's a sound and moving image library where you can rent movies. Consider it York's Blockbuster, if you know what that is.
Paulo, how many books does Scott have?
At least 2. 0.5 million. We counted them all for this video. It took 2 weeks.
Just in front of the Ross Building stands our brand new Student Center. Here we have event spaces, prayer spaces, meeting rooms and dance studios, study spaces, and a little cafe in case you need a snack. Also, the YFS holds their printing rooms where you can print for cheap. Also, fun fact, the 4th floor is my favorite place to study, but majority of the time people choose the 2nd floor with all of the tables and chairs, along with couches that they have to lounge around in. Now let's head over to one of York's modern and really cool buildings, the Bergeron. I'll be passing it off to Sebastian, who's already there. Let's go.
So this is actually the Center for Engineering Excellence, and it's part of Lausanne College. Shout out to any Lausanne students, a hub for entrepreneurship and creativity. This is also reflected in its amazing architecture, which is why we call it the most photographed building on campus. So walking further from the Bergeron and the Stong Pond, we'll see the Stong and Bethune residences. Further, we'll see our amazing gym. Tate McKenzie. So there you go. This is Tate McKenzie, and you can get a membership here for only $15 a year for a bunch of facilities. A swimming pool, squash courts, tennis, dance studios, intramurals, and much more.
Now we're gonna head over to the not so big William Small Center. Let's go. A place where you can get your parking permit, your U-card, and your student ID. On that note, you can also get 2 free masks when you come in to pick up your U-card. If you're a student, you can also already bring in your YU card and get 2 free masks on the house. For more information on the U-card, go ahead and check out our resource special. It's a 2-parter in the link below. At the William Small, there's security services, and you guessed it, it says there's Tim Hortons here. Continuing on our tour, we find ourselves at Campus Walk. This is the main and most popular path on campus that connects all the major buildings. So we're gonna pass stuff to Fiona to take it over from here. We're also gonna find ourselves at the First Student Center, so be sure to keep an eye out for that.
Thanks, Paulo. At this center, you'll find a variety of food vendors, microwaves, and cafeteria eating spaces. There's club offices situated on the above floors, and you'll find your own federation here, YFS. At YFS, you can find health plans and some great discounts for Ripley's Aquarium, Wonderland, Archery, Cineplex, and more. And just like the Second Student Center, you can print your pages for cheap for only 5 cents a page. And if you continue walking forward this way, you'll find the university's own little mini mall, York Lanes. You can find a variety of food options like Shopsy's Bar, Cucinetta Italian Cuisine, Thai Express, and more. You'll also see a grocery store and Shoppers Drug Mart, where you can find all your pharmaceutical and hygienic needs. We also have a dentist, an optometrist, and doctors at Apple Tree Medical Center. Also located in York Lanes is our very famous bookstore. This is where you can find all of your books for your classes.
At the second floor of York Lanes, you'll be able to find York International, a student hub for international students. Here, you'll find information on immigration, visas, support, community, finances, and more. If you'd like to go on exchange, this is the place for you. The Aboriginal Student Services are also located on this floor. And the floor above, you'll see the Center for Sexual Violence Response, Support, and Education. After walking out of York Lanes, further from the subway, you'll find ACW and the ACE, a hub for your courses and lectures. Now, mainly this is the home of AMPD, the arts department at York. And right next to it over there, you can see the Schulich School of Business. Now, last but not least, the Bennett Center. At the Bennett Center, you might have dropped your OSAP forms in the registrar's office. Here you've got financial services, advising, student counseling, and much more. For more information on the Bennett Center, you can check out our resources special, which we'll leave a link to in the description or caption below. So some of our honorable mentions for the best places to hang out on campus are the Top Up Ross building, the last floor of the Student Center, the Stong Pond, and the Absinthe Pub. So that's it, Lions.
That marks the end of our tour.
We hope you get to come and experience the York Jungle for yourself once classes open again.
We hope all this information answers all of your questions. And if not, feel free to leave your questions down below or even DM us at Student Life YU on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or even leave questions in the York University incoming class of 2020. Our York 101 team will get back to you ASAP. Have a fantastic week, Lions. Stay in the know, and we will be seeing you next Tuesday with our last episode of York 101 News. Bye!